This right here is Brenden, a complete stranger who's never watched a Sambucha video in his entire life. And so over the next 4 days, he's gonna watch every single video that I've ever made to decide whether or not I make good content. Now, I do wanna note that I am excluding long form videos. This is only shorts. And so over the last 3 years, I've put out about 2 videos every single day. So that's gonna end up being something like 2,200 shorts or so that he's gonna have to watch. It's gonna be a lot. And all of my videos are also like 60 seconds. So it's realistically gonna take him like 2,500 minutes or so to watch all of this, which according to my 5th grade math is gonna be something like 40 hours. This is a full work week of Brenden consuming Sambucha content, so I hope I don't completely brain rot him. Now, basically what I tasked him is doing is watching the entire video in its totality and then providing a ranking 1 through 10, with 1 being the worst thing he's ever watched and 10 being a really enjoyable video that he probably would watch again. And so at the end of this, I'm gonna take up the average score, figure out whether or not he likes my videos, and see if I maybe gained a loyal subscriber. Anyways, we have a lot to do, and this is my first time actually checking out the footage, so I'm very excited to see what's in store for us, or actually maybe not so excited, so here we go. All right, so this is my first video that I've ever put out. So he's going from oldest to newest. So this is my Wikipedia speed run that I did. This is the oldest short technically on my channel. And you're just gonna see, let's see what he says about this one. Hopefully he feels good about my entry days. I don't know what hat I'm wearing. Look at that. I feel like I'm gonna learn a lot about myself. All right, so he rated the first video I ever put out a 9. So I guess he likes me right off rip. Okay, another video in which I'm basically looking at the DVD logo. I don't know what I was up to. I was kind of wilding back then, just looking for any opportunity to go viral. We'll take it. I think this is one of my like more liked videos, or more watched videos. Or there's another version of this video I think that has like 50 million views. We got a chuckle out of him. Okay, like to see that. First smile. Note that down. All right, so I got an 8 on that one. So not as nice as the next.
How did he know that though, based off of like that view?
All right, he's calling cap, but to be honest, I used to be pretty good at GeoGuessr. You'll see the next videos coming up. It's going to be all GeoGuessr because I was in a phase for about a full 1.5 years in which it's all I played.
Now it is like an ongoing joke, like in Seinfeld with Kramer walking through the door, however like randomly he wants to. This is easily like an ongoing joke for sure.
It's not a joke. What does he think I'm joking? I promise I used to be good at GeoGuessr. It's actually upsetting if people think that the GeoGuessr videos were completely staged. I mean, staged in what sense? I was making content, you know? But I actually was pretty good. I'm just finding anime references.
The joke hits a little bit harder now because he interrupted it with like that kind of a joke beforehand.
Go from Bitcoin to Attack on Titan.
I mean, if he wasn't like planning a route from the hyperlinks beforehand, that's pretty creative. So like if he wasn't planning like a point A to point B, like from one link of an article to the next link of an article, yeah, I give it to him. I give him props. After a lot of these, okay, I'm wondering like, how is it that 95% of them are just JoJo's references? Like, I know the world isn't one JoJo's reference.
The world is a JoJo's reference. That's what you're missing, Brenden. So at this point, Brenden has watched about 100 videos, which is about 3% of all of my videos since I have over 2,200. With that being said, it's been a good start though, and he's at least seemingly enjoying the content.
See, as I go through these videos, now I feel like there's like a lot of trivia information. And I love it. It's cool. It's like, it's entertaining. Like when I was like 5 or 6, I geeked out over dinosaurs and I like monsters in general.
Oh, cool. Okay, so he likes these react videos. I personally think that this was the worst video I've ever put out when I would just like silently watch Metaball Studios react videos. So shout out to Metaball Studios for effectively like providing for me like hundreds of millions of views at the get-go. This video shows how much garbage each country has per year, but that would be pretty embarrassing if we're up there.
It's embarrassing and depressing. Because like we're using American monuments and like landmarks as reference points for how big the waste is. Still not in America yet. Jeez, bruh. Oh, God. Past the US, China? Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks like he's enjoying a lot of the content in which I'm providing, like, educational stuff. So that's good to see.
See, I appreciate more of, like, the informational shorts more as I see more than I do with the GeoGuessr thing, which at first it was entertaining for sure. I mean, it still is to an extent, but you get more variety too with just like size comparisons of like, or you know, just how many people died from like diseases, like in like by disease, and which one was like the most deadly, things like that. That's entertaining to me personally.
So he's basically calling me a one-trick pony. You know what? It's totally fair criticism. This video shows what the rarest human mutations are, so let's see what's at the top. These videos are so cursed. Werewolf.
Wait, what the hell is werewolf intro? Wait, oh, the hair grows all over their face. It's just the way they phrase it.
This video shows the most common things you do in the shower, so let's see what's at the top. 1 in 30 people poop in the shower?
Oh, that's so weird. It's disgusting. Ugh.
That is right. I stand by that. I think it's pretty weird to be pooping in the shower. Peeing, not so much. I mean, if you don't pee in the shower, then I consider you a psychopath. But if you poop in the shower, still kind of weird. Okay, so it looks like Brenden finally took his first break to get some food and do some other stuff. And now he has returned and he is continuing to watch.
Noticing a pattern. And it's not just with not just with Spider-Man. It'd also be with JoJo if I went back. But he says wait right before every one of them. Just animism I've noticed.
He's catching on to the catchphrases, I see. Oh, I remember this video performed pretty well for me. SpongeBob size comparison reaction video. This is just bottom of the barrel YouTube Shorts content. Just spamming it at the time. This video shows which animals last the longest when mating.
Thought it was 30 hours.
The anglerfish for years? Wait.
Yeah, because they actually attached body and then they get absorbed. Like the males get attached to become a vestigial. That's cool. Most spiders are crazy.
Okay, I guess he has like a lot of like insight on animal reproduction. This is a test to see how good your attention is. So you're gonna want to count how many passes the people in white make and really focus because there's some tricky shots here. And interestingly, about half of you are gonna get this wrong. So I really want you to get this right, so really focus in on the white passes. Let's see if you recognize the monkey. Was 16, but this was actually a selective attention test, and about half of you guys should have missed the gorilla that walked by.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone's missing that gorilla. Like, I've seen that before. I don't get how people give that like a 5.
A 5, okay. This video shows which YouTube channels have the most views, so let's see what's at the top.
5. I think it's only because like I keep seeing. Probably would have ranked it a bit higher as far as like it's interesting, but it loses its novelty.
Oh, maybe I've just been like recycling content
after like seeing similar video with like similar lists and like I'm knowing which ones are gonna like be at like the top.
Totally fair. So he's been watching for hours at this point and it was getting a bit late, so it looks like he calls it quits and then we'll continue the next day in the morning. Only 10% of people will be able to recognize these 8 figures. So let's see how you do. Look at my hair going for me. Okay, this one is probably going to be the most I think known. That's Shakira. This is Shakira. What is she, Colombian?
So tired from watching all these videos back to back, I couldn't even guess Shakira.
Oh no, I think I've completely ruined him at this point. Here's a test to see if you're a human. So we're gonna look at a few AI related questions, and if you really are a human, you should get most of them correctly. Is this cat real?
I want to say yeah.
Real. Yeah, it's good to see he's like playing along with some of the videos now because like I think that's the one benefit to mass watching every single Sambucha video is like a lot of them are just like play along this or that style. I think about half of them or so. So there, you know, it's a good time to spend a day doing it, you know? So if you guys are watching and you want to complete the challenge of watching all 2,200 Sambucha videos, I feel like it's a decent channel to binge because we got a lot on there.
5.
Wow, he loves spamming with 5s. I'm not too optimistic. I expect my average rating to be around a 5. Which I consider to be pretty good, okay? This is a normal human who's not obsessed with YouTube Shorts, so I think an average person would call my content average, and I'm okay with that. Things are really gonna change when I move out of that room, but I think most of my shorts are gonna be in that room that you see right there, my old place. Okay, Gumball. I've definitely never seen this couch. What is this?
That counts whether you want to admit it or not.
Okay, he just admitted that he watched something. Okay.
Do you think you curse too much? Well, let's find out.
This is a great
You're gonna
video.
Say the first word that comes to your mind.
I stand by this
these
video.
Words. So bunt, pass.
I'm saying it in my head regardless. Watching my mouth and
I try to catch him there, see if he's saying anything bad.
Here's a test to see if you're weird.
Are you weird? Let's see if Brendan's weird.
Are you attracted to cartoon characters? I don't think anybody actually is. It's just like
I think there's a flash of there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, I remember my videos. This is an old one. Yeah. Oh, he liked that. It always feels good watching somebody enjoy the videos you put out.
These are the most hated words in the world. So let me know if you cringe when I say any of them. Moist.
Yeah.
Preggers.
Preggers might be the worst word I've ever seen in my life.
I'm sorry you had to sit through that.
That was overall kind of cringe.
Oh, come on now.
Let's see if school has taught you anything. So try to guess these math formulas.
Actually, I stand by it. This is probably the worst video I've ever made on the channel.
Don't think I used any of those post high school at all, but give it an 8.
That's easily the worst video I've ever put out. At this point, he had a lot of brain rot, so he decided to go to the gym, and then a few hours later, it looks like he came back to continue.
Yeah, I'm like really engaged with these videos now because it's making the time go by quicker. A lot of it, like as the videos have gone on, have been like first it was like trivia, and now it's just like in this phase it's a lot of like either ors or like smash or pass, which kind of streamlines. So I give it like a 5 because now we're getting to the point where a lot of this is like little like repetitive.
Okay, so basically at this point he just believes that a lot of the content is repetitive. I mean, that's completely fair. When you're watching in mass, it's just like back to back to back. But since I release these videos daily, the idea is like you're ready for the next one 24 hours later. These are 6 things that nobody can do with their body, apparently. Suck and blow simultaneously. I want to see if he does it. We probably all look like idiots right now. Okay,
Try
for
it.
1.
Try it.
Come while holding your nose.
What's the point? I thought you were playing along.
I'm watching.
Okay, that's interesting.
I don't necessarily have to do them myself.
Tickle
Sometimes
yourself.
like going
Tickle
along
yourself.
with these just helps the time
Not
go
yet.
by
That'd be
faster.
weird.
7.
These countries have the most unattractive people.
This is about
and
to
this
hurt
is based
some-
on surveys conducted on a few websites, so take it with a grain of salt. Korea,
Absolutely
India?
not.
British, I knew that was coming, and Ireland.
I don't even know where the source is on these, but that was a 1. Demonstrably false.
Who's the GOAT at these random things? Rapper?
Kendrick.
Drake, hands down.
Ooh. People will not agree on the Drake and Kendrick thing. I've accepted it. Y'all gotta have our own opinions.
So it looks like he missed his first major milestone, which is the 1,000 video mark. So I just want to give him a little round of applause for getting this far, but he still has a lot to go. He's not even halfway there. Oh, it looks like I started to put captions now in the videos. So this was, I guess, one of the first videos with captions. Botch part 6 with the
I
Release.
gotta watch that still. Like the one trope in this whole thing. Pokemon's perfectly. It should be called overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated because there's been a lot. Those are some good take. That's a 10.
Would you let your kids play these games?
I like this video. This was good. Also, look how small the captions were. I don't know what I was thinking. Look how small those are. You can't even read it.
By the time I have kids, they probably won't even play any of these. It'll be different games. Yeah, I'd give it like a 5.
That's a good point. And for the record, I don't have kids. When I made that video, people thought I had kids, but I do not have kids. I was just saying hypothetically would I allow. Oh my gosh, this is when I got a buzz. I might bring the buzz back. Let me know in the comments if you think I should bring the buzz back and get rid of this hair on my head. I'm not loving that he's already feeling super depleted, and he hasn't been doing it that long. Like, I get like, okay, I've been watching a lot of Sambucha videos, but come on now, it's starting to hit close to home. It was getting late now, around 1 a.m., so he decided to go to bed and continue in the morning. What I'm noticing so far is he's playing along with all the videos, which I don't think can be said about a lot of other creators, so I feel like forcing him to watch my videos at least allows him to interact with at least half of my videos, because half of my videos are kind of like this format, so I feel like it's not the worst type of content to watch for like a marathon.
Melee's better than both of them, but Ultimate's a lot of fun, so give me that.
Don't make a comment on that.
I wasn't really into
Great
shooters.
take.
Great take, okay. Wow. Did he say not a
right?
great take
That
or
take
great
alone
take?
just gave this a 10.
Let's go! Oh my gosh, the power of Melee bringing people together. Wow, I haven't seen a 10 in a while. That's good to see. So I've tried it, at this point, I've stopped trying to understand what's happening. Also, Dora looks fine.
That was Dora. So I'll leave it at that.
That is a good take. He likes it. He likes the jokes.
It's a 7.
I beat the Impossible Quiz on my first try. The Impossible Quiz is a game with 110 questions that make no sense on the surface,
I've
but
gone over a little bit of this in the first few hundred videos for sure.
He's starting to get like soul sucking. I want to know if he's a better person after these videos. That's what I'm particularly
the
interested
full
in.
video's up now, but that's how I beat the Impossible Quiz.
Also, something with like where it's when like whenever they end, it's going into the first sentence. Little gimmicky.
Oh, gimmicky. Okay. I thought he was going to appreciate that. You know, it's kind of hard to do sometimes to make the videos loop. Basically, if you want to loop a video, the last sentence you say, you have to record it, and then it has to be like straight into like the neck. I mean, you guys know. Actually, you probably don't, because you probably don't, most of you guys don't make videos.
What do you call these characters?
A lot of it's just not to do with like not only based on like if I agree with them or not. It is more so if I even like find this like mind numbing it not or not only because I'm like watching so many consecutively in a short time frame. It's like either or. I now miss like watching like informational after seeing so many of like these either or type videos back to back.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm starting to ruin him. So he doesn't seem to really like these like vertical promotional videos, and I think the reason being is because he doesn't watch the content or the long form video, so it doesn't actually provide value to him.
Full video's up now, but that's how.
Not sure how I feel about like cliffhanger part of the sentence at the end of like the videos. I think I've said it a couple times. 5.
Okay, I think 5's a bit tough if you're asking me, but I guess that's fine.
Here's how every country got its name.
See, I like this. Is a little more unique compared to the other formats.
So he seems to be really enjoying like the educational videos, the ones where I just kind of like go through like a story for like 60 seconds and talk about some facts. I guess it's, you know, to each their own.
I like that. Refreshing. That's an 8.
8 refreshing content, I thought would be at least a 9. All right.
How scary are these things? And it's going to be on a scale from 1 to 10.
Yeah, so I think like around this time is when I'm starting to like settle into like the more normal content that I do now. So, you know,
Clowns are
Oh,
a
that's
1.
scary. I agree with a lot of these. Is 8.
All right, so if he agrees with the content, it seems as if he's willing to give it a higher score, which I feel like, you know, is a little bit of a warped logic, because just because you agree with me, I mean, there's content I don't agree with that I think is good content still. Actually, is that even true? Probably not. Never mind.
Are these characters naked?
Oh, yeah.
But like they're animals too, so and plus they're cartoon 5.
Doesn't seem like when I do like any lewd games, like if I'm guessing if characters are naked or not, seems like he's a bit more mature. I think he might be a little bit older than me. Maybe I would guess Brendan's like probably in his like maybe like 30 or so.
Have you ever wondered what's inside the Great Pyramid of Giza?
Come on, this is interesting.
At 2,206, I'd be surprised if you had original takes. Yeah, that's a 10.
A 10. He went from saying I'm repeating content, which I wasn't because I hadn't visited the pyramids before, and I thought he was going negative with that, and then he all of a sudden went positive, saying that 10 out of 10 video. He's so hard to read, and every now and then you sneak a smile out of him, and that feels good. It's like you're making like a parent proud.
I went to a muscle girl bar in Japan, and it was the craziest experience of my life. I tried my best to hide away, but they picked me out as the token American in the crowd, and then I instantly became part of the spectacle. Not gonna lie, I was a little nervous going in.
Token American is not a term I normally.
Setting a bar record and got my money. I definitely recommend going.
That must have been a great time.
It was a good time.
10 for sure.
Let's go. He likes my IRL videos. Maybe I'll do more videos. What do you guys think at this point, right? Do you think I should make more videos that are IRL based, where I'm like out in public and then like kind of hybrid talk about them / show the footage? Because I can do a lot of stuff like that. I didn't know if there was like a big interest in it. All right, here's the mustache era. I feel like he's going to be a little bit tough here.
Wonder if the times that you win, it's like the computer lets you win. That's a neat fact. It's a 10.
Oh, 10. It's really late now, like 3 in the morning, so he went to bed and decided to wake up at 9 a.m. to watch more, and now this is the final day he has to watch and complete, so there's no more long breaks that will come.
These are some YouTubers that have been to jail. Austin Jones was arrested and imprisoned for 10 years for possession of
A long censor. Oh my God.
Wow, that was a long censor. I do not remember that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that made me laugh. That's actually messed up, but it still made me laugh. Just an 8.
Okay, so if I make him laugh, so what I'm learning a lot about Brenden is like it has to align with his personal interests, or I have to do something that's funny. So those are the big things.
These are some viral videos that you didn't realize are fake. He's learning that those handmade house videos actually leverage machinery and outside help to gather their resources and excavate the area. The great,
Yeah, I'm not even that surprised.
but none of this tops the most disappointing video of them all, which is the moon landing. So go watch the full video to see them all.
1.
Wow, he doesn't like my moon landing truther content. He's not into the conspiracy.
Unless you're just trolling.
I was semi-trolling, or was I? I feel like he doesn't like the videos that I like talk about YouTube.
I think there's like some cool trivia, and there's like trivia like this where it's not really worth the mental bandwidth to remember. I'm just watching it to watch it at this point. Like videos like that.
I don't know where he's going with this. Does this mean you like the YouTube trivia stuff I'm providing?
And finally, the shortest YouTube video ever is 0.1 seconds. Here it is. So go watch the full
I
video.
love it. Oh my God. Redeemed itself. That cat, that's a 10.
What? The cat is what got him? Okay, cool. I thought he wouldn't like the YouTube meta content because he's not really like into like the YouTube sphere, so I didn't think he would like really care for it, but okay, that's good to know.
These are the videos that got these YouTubers canceled.
All right, canceled YouTubers. I doubt that he's actually going to care about this one either. I feel like he's learning a lot though. I'm glad that I could be enlightening him with some like knowledge at least. There's a pretty wide range of stuff that's discussed on the channel, so it's cool. You could tell like he's genuinely interested. He's like leaning into it, watching it. His eyes aren't really going away.
Go like 4.
A 4? I'm not the one canceling them. I'm just going over it.
These are some influencers that appeared in movies and TV shows.
Like the latter half of all these videos, a lot of them are just yes or no, or like which one would you rather pick. After a while, it gets a little repetitive.
Can you reach the bottom of the YouTube Shorts feed? I'm having scrolled nearly 500 videos at this point, and I get sense that the end was getting nearby.
That's wild that you felt the end was coming close to 500, but yet I'm at 1930, and like I know I still have like a little bit more to go.
All right, so he's at about 1,900 videos now, and he's now gotten to like, I think a point where he's starting to revitalized a bit, so he's feeling good now.
9 for the relatability.
Okay, true. That's basically what he's doing right now.
Can I trick the YouTube algorithm into showing my videos? I finally clicked on a Jack Sucks at Life video about a Neil.fun game, and that's when this finally happened.
I love that Kirby hat. 10. That easily swayed me.
Kiss, Marry, Kill, and it's gonna be fictional characters.
All right, all the moms. Okay, let's kill SpongeBob's mom, marry Dexter's mom, kiss Timmy's.
There was no hesitation with SpongeBob's mom. That made me laugh.
Again, he missed the second major milestone, which is 2,000 videos, so congrats to him. And at this point, he's about 90% done, so only about 200 videos left, so he's close to the end. Are these thumbnails stolen or inspired?
This kind of still, like this format also falls under like either or type things. My brain's just going numb at over 2,000 videos, and over a quarter of them have this kind of like no A or B type of no selection. 6.
These are some of the craziest fights in comment sections. And a guy named Aramaru called him a young kid who hasn't played any other games. Then this guy Dave Matthews stepped in to defend Lunar, and they argued for over 500 comments spanning 3 years until his account was then deleted.
Oh man, the pettiness.
Oh, he likes it. Okay. It's really hit or miss. I can't tell if he's extremely bored or if he's just completely brain rotted from watching a lot of this videos. First smile we've gotten in a while though, so I'm happy to see that. Look, he's still chugging along.
I feel this. I just like there's like something like you're not gonna get any result out of it. It's just an ego thing at the end of the day. So that's why it's just not worth it. 8.
All right, humans with really rare genetics. Starting to get somewhat recent. I feel like we're getting there. He's like locked in when he watches. If you just look at him, it's just like a 1,000-year stare.
It's just interesting from like a medical standpoint.
Guess the brand, win $100. Can you guess what brand this is?
Holzgar?
Yeah, that's right. $100 right there. Holzkern makes jewelry with all natural elements, so it's a piece for you both.
Drops it immediately.
You're going to go ahead and win $100 for that, so congratulations.
That was generous. That's a 9.
These are some celebrities that went bankrupt. I feel like between Chaz and then Brenden, they've both kind of broken down after like this 2,000 video mark. I think that's like the true human breaking point. You know, they did the Russian sleep experiment. The Sambucha YouTube short experiment seems like around 2,000 videos is when people start to like completely go off the deep end. And I think that's something like 20 hours or so that would translate to, depending on the length of the short, because you could tell. The thing about Brenden though is he's on his final day now, so he's almost at the finish line. He at least got to, you know, sleep a bit and stuff. So it's just he's like clocking in, clocking out.
I don't think I have like I could care like I could take it or leave it with other people's finances. Not exact. I think that's really what it comes down to. Why I'm like apathetic towards these subjects and like shorts.
Which YouTuber came first? You can tell these videos really bore him. So maybe I'll stop doing those types of this or that with YouTubers. I think every YouTuber should do this exercise at some point where they get a random person to watch all of their videos, so then they know like a general like heat test of whether or not the videos are resonating.
This YouTube, like I honestly can't give it anything. Like it's just because we're on the same topic. 30 consecutive videos for the most part. And that's like an underestimate because I've just like lost track. 5.
Here are the least viewed videos of popular YouTubers.
I think going back to it, it's like watching so many YouTuber things.
Okay, so what I'm learning is to not make as many YouTube-centric videos. It's hard because I feel like a lot of the videos I make, like that's what I enjoy making, 1, and 2, like YouTube's a massive platform, 2.6 billion monthly average users, obviously millions of creators. The biggest creators in the world are YouTubers, and so I want to talk about things that are like relevant. But I guess if you're not on YouTube a lot, it makes sense that you don't care about the YouTube-esque videos. But I feel like the people who watch these videos like the YouTube-esque videos. Correct me if I'm wrong. But why don't I just talk about like The Rock, right? He's like a general person. Let's try to guess the price of these celebrity items. This is actually what they sold for. All right, yeah, you could tell he kind of likes the celebrity stuff because it's more like, you know, people he knows. Oh, I remember when this was sold on eBay. It was absurd.
Oh.
I think his humor is like 2016 memes, because I've noticed that he's been laughing at a lot of stuff like that, like Harambe Cheetos. Do you prefer the human or monster version of these characters? I wonder if he hates me at this point. It's been 4 days of him just watching and watching. He's probably completely over me. I've never watched, but Darth Vader is probably the most popular movie character ever, so how can you not go?
I didn't think about that till now. You're right. Just for that insight, that's a 10.
That insight is worth a 10? Let's go. Okay. Let's see if you know these brain rot words. All right, let's kill this.
This might be a form of brain rot where you watch so many videos back to back to back.
Just the thought of somebody watching all of my videos day 4 and they're still not done yet. Maybe I gotta pump the brakes on shorts. I think I'm doing a bit too much. See, like he does not care at all about these. I found every YouTuber's first short and it's pretty wild. Pro hates YouTube. This one's gonna kill him. Look at him. He doesn't even want to watch the video. The screen for reference, I mean, you know at this point, but it's like in the other direction.
Like I'm just being honest. Like so much of it back to back of short volume of consecutive videos, but it's just a lot. 5.
Understandable. I feel like his rating is not going to be super high. Based on how he's reacting, I think the average score across all videos is going to end up being, at this point, maybe like a 5.5. Definitely not higher than like a 6.
I bought every product Mr. Beast has ever promoted.
I need a break from seeing Mr. Beast. It is like the 7th video or something like that, like of buying every product. So the fact that those two topics combined, it's like, yeah, like a 5.
All right, I think you're exaggerating. I don't think that I've actually done 7 videos where I bought products from Mr. Beast. I think I did maybe 1 or maybe 2.
I tried giving myself brain rot. Do not try this at home.
I feel like I'm getting there with the brain rot, and it's not because of like the quality of your content. It's just that there's so much, like back to back. I relate to that.
Who is bigger? Oh, there's no way SpongeBob is bigger than Patrick. It's got to be Patrick here for sure.
All right, you can start to see a glimmer of hope in those eyes, right? Looks like he's starting to break a little smile because I think he realizes that he's like at the end almost. Must be a good feeling for him. There we go, a little smile. You see it? It's coming. Come on, I know you want to smile, right? We're talking about how big they are. You don't know if I'm talking about their height or their manhood. Hey, I knew it. I feel like this is gonna get a 10.
Not gonna lie, with the themes with these videos, I thought they were talking about something else entirely, but then I saw that they were like, you know, talking about Diglett. All right, 9.
9, let's go. So he likes talking about fictional character manhood. All right, so now we're on the final video that I've posted at the time of him recording, which is which post has more likes. So let's see how he responds to this. Come on, let's end it with a bang here. I'm looking for a 10 on the last video. And then, ooh, is Speed bigger than PewDiePie? Maybe, but I'll go PewDiePie here. That feels right. Okay, cool. 6 million. We killed that.
Which post has more likes?
I did really like that flex. That was like sad.
So now that he's watched everything, let's hear his recap. Now as a new human, he's watched 2,200 Sambucha videos, spent about 45 total hours watching them. So I wonder what he's going to say, and then we'll tally it up at the end to see what the ultimate average score is for my videos.
I learned a lot of random trivia, which I hope will someday be useful in conversation just going about life. I didn't understand any of the JoJo's references, but I promise to watch that entirely if Sam gives Lord of the Rings a chance. I started getting Biden brain after like several hundred videos. At first I thought it was brain rot, but then I realized it was just fatigue from binging for hours. Sam had some hot takes I didn't necessarily agree with him on. Thought Drake was like the greatest rapper of like ever. I'd say one common thing towards the end of the more recent videos and the last 200 or 300, give or take, I started to really appreciate the more informational videos as opposed to just YouTuber lore, which I probably wouldn't mind in smaller doses, but the fact that I was like watching so many consecutively, I couldn't help but give those videos nothing higher than like a 5 or a 6 after like 100 of them. Yeah, like overall, he seems like a chill dude. He has like a lot of knowledge in anime and like world history. So yeah, I like this channel a bit.
And there you have it. He likes this channel a bit. And so if we take the average rating, I mean, that's exactly it, because the average score officially summing up all the videos is going to be 6.9. Nice. All right, so the average Sambucha video is a 7 out of 10, which is the definition of mid, and that's okay. So shout out to Brenden for watching literally every single video that I've ever put out. If you've also watched every single Sambucha video, let me know, because that is quite the task considering how many videos I actually post. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here or click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.